Now I shall continue from where I left. Now we were talking about alpha amino acids. Okay, and we know how they are written, like it has an amino group CH and R here. In place of R, it can be a COOH group, or it could also be an amine group. Okay, and it has an carboxylic group. Now I told you the one which is having the amino group is called as the N terminal, and the end with COOH group is called as the C terminal. Okay, now I told you the naturally occurring alpha amino acid is levorotatory. Now proteins on hydrolysis, we know they are going to yield amino acids, right? Now there are about 30 amino acids, and out of those you can say 20 are very common, and their names are trivial names. Now what is the meaning of trivial names? Trivial names means from what is their source, as in from where do you obtained them. Okay, or you can say based on their properties their names are given. Okay, so again I'm telling you, if you take proteins and if you bring about the process of hydrolysis, then it is going to give you about 30 amino acids. Like there are about 30 amino acids, and out of those 30 amino acids, 20 amino acids are very common. Now in your textbook you can refer page number 308. On that they have given the all these names of amino acids, also the common ones. Okay, now amino acids, they are further classified into two types. Okay, one is called as the essential amino acid, and the next one is called as the non essential amino acid. Okay, now what are these essential amino acids? Now these are the amino acids which cannot be synthesized by our body, and they are supplied through our diet. So basically this amino acids, essential amino acids, they are not present in our body. We have to take it from outside. So the food that we eat, we get the amino acids through those food. Okay, and then what would be non-essential amino acids? Of course they are prepared by our body, or they are synthesized in our body. So understood, amino acids, they are of two types. One is the essential amino acids and non-essential amino acids. Essential amino acids, the ones which are not present in our body, that is our body cannot synthesize it on its own, that is why we have to take it through the food that we eat. Whereas non-essential amino acids, these are the amino acids which are synthesized in our body. We need not take it via food. Fine. Now next, this amino acids, you can say just a little characteristics about the amino acid. So I'll just mention it here. Characteristics of amino acids. First of all, it is crystalline. I hope you all know what is crystalline. Okay, we say sugar is crystalline. Why? Because it shines, it has that crystal like appearance. Okay, so even alpha amino acids or amino acids, they are crystalline in nature. They are colorless, as in you can say that they do not have any color, any specific color. And also they are water soluble. Water soluble means what? If you take amino acids and if you mix it, it is going to dissolve completely. Okay, it is non-volatile. What is the meaning of non-volatile? Amino acids, they are not going to evaporate, also they are not going to catch fire. Fine. Now, and also they have high melting point. Okay, so these are some of the characteristics. That is, it is crystalline in nature, it is colorless, it is water soluble, it is non-volatile, and it has high melting point. Now I explained you the meaning of all the terms that are involved here. Okay, now the next characteristic is, now If you take this amino acid in aqueous solution, in aqueous solution means you are going to use water there along with that amino acid. Okay, so amino acid in aqueous solutions, they are going to behave like salts. Okay, why are they going to behave like salts? That is because due to presence of acid as well as a basic group in the same molecule, and because of this double charge that is present, it is called as Zwitter ion. Okay, so we are going to study something that is called as Zwitter ion. Okay, now what is that Zwitter ion? Now you know how the structure of amino acids look like. So this is going to be your N terminal, so this is your amino group, this is your carboxylic group, so this is going to be your C terminal. Now always keep in mind, this nitrogen here, it has lone pair of electrons. One second, I'll just use another pen. Okay, so it has lone pair of electron, so it has the tendency to bond to a proton. I hope you remember what is proton. Proton is nothing but H plus. H plus means acid group. Okay, fine. So this nitrogen here, it is having lone pair of electron and it has the tendency to bond to a proton. Okay, and this COH group here, it can donate proton because it already has a proton here. Can you see this H here? Okay, so it can donate proton. Now why is why it is said that it is called as a Zwitter ion? Because can you see, it has a basic group as well as it has a acidic group. So this particular amino group is having a double charge. Double charge as in what? You know, acids have plus charge and bases have minus charge. So because there are both this charges, that is plus and minus, that is why it is called as a Zwitter ion. But how that Zwitter ion is actually formed? So this H here, that is this proton here, will move to the nitrogen there. Now nitrogen, actually if you look at, it is like this, right? You have nitrogen, and then there are these three sides. Okay, now this nitrogen is already having H and then H and H, and then it is attached to your, it's having a bond with CH. So this one vacancy, it is vacant then. Okay, so hence you will get NH3 CH R COO. Because it is accepting, it is going to get a plus charge, and because you know this is donating, it is going to get a negative charge. Okay, so it is dipolar. Dipolar means both the charges, they are present in one same molecule, and hence this is called as what? It is called as a Zwitter ion. Again I am telling you, what is a Zwitter ion? Zwitter ion is that ion which is having two charges, that is plus and minus, in the same molecule. Okay, I hope this is clear. Fine. Now next we move on to the peptide bond. Now in your book they have just given you one example. I will give you the general reaction for this and also the example for the same.